just testing. I believe this is going to work out just fine, where everybody will be able to use the use it in DVR mode and everything. So let's see here. Just checking the broadcast, making sure it's working. Oh, it is. Okay, so hey everybody, everybody in Twitch chat, you can see this. The chat is going to remain at Twitch. All the chat's going to remain at Twitch, but there you go, everybody. You can check it out. It's kind of cool because it allows you to DVR it and everything. You can actually go back and watch me make that same mistake twice, or or whatever. So, and then let's see here. Now we're also, and it's going to save on the Markee Dragon gameplay channel, and then on the Markee Dragon channel, which is where the most viewers will be coming from YouTube. These, by the way, all instruct everybody to come over to Twitch. The Markee Dragon channel, I have like, I don't know, 55,000 subs there or something like that. Anyway, turning that one on, and we'll see how the CPU does. Hopefully we don't overload here. So we are not going to record. And okay, starting that. Okay, welcome everybody on the request not authorized. What? Come on. Oh man, how could it not be authorized? I bet you that it doesn't like. Yeah, see, it is authorized. I bet you that it doesn't like two live streams coming in at once on YouTube. I bet you it's just thinking that's not okay. Yep. That's too bad. That's too bad. I'll try one more time here. And nope. YouTube does not allow it. Damn. Okay, well, that's okay. So, if nothing else, everybody on now, all of these will be instantly recorded to YouTube, and if there's something you want to see, you can flip over to the YouTube channel and you can DVR it, because you can actually rewind and play if you missed something. So consider it to be, instant replay. Okay, so good morning, everybody. And we got several people in chat here. Hello, Sirion and Harain. So, Zarnoid. Man, everybody's here already. Gamma Ray, Starcat, Rageflip, and Maskatuck, PK Massa, Nuthouse. Welcome, welcome. Even you too, Bombay. Okay, so today is... we're going to do a little bit of faction warfare and maybe Caldari Navy, because we're going to be doing some research in faction warfare. I'm going to show you all how to determine what area to play in, and we're going to evaluate some new areas. So, but first, we're going to continue on with our merchant stuff we've been doing, and so what you see here is my merchant character, and my merchant character here is on this challenge to take 100 million gold, or ISK, and see what kind of money I can make on the market. So Rage Flip, that'll be okay. No, thank you. Thank you for your offer, but no, thank you. So I think I'm getting that under control, and Whatwid, if you're around, I'll still be in touch. So, okay. And let's get the raffle going. The raffle, it's changed a little bit. So it is for Minimatar Bounty Hunter Starter Pack, and it is a new account for Eve. it's worth about $20, and there is Minmatar items in it. It comes with 30 days of game time prepaid, and has Cerebral Accelerator in it, which is worth about 500 to 600 million in JITA if you sell it on contract. I have changed. It's no longer 10 gold per ticket. It's now 1 gold per ticket with a maximum of 1,000. You can still put in just the same amount, but I've just made it a little bit easier for everybody. So exclamation point ticket space 1, or however many gold coin you want to spend. Each gold coin is worth a ticket. It's like a lottery. It only takes 1 ticket to win. The last one I think was won by somebody who put in 10 tickets, and I think there was 9,000 tickets bought or something like that. I don't remember. So EVE is not free to play in a sense. You can play it for free, but it doesn't start out that way. You can earn your monthly. So you can earn it. Okay. Now, let's see here. So where we left off at here was that we had some money in play, and let's see what we've done here. Apparently, I bought more Minmatar fuel blocks because I'm seeing some in my inventory here, and okay, I needed to have these delivered, didn't I? These were in Losec, I think. Is that right? I think that's where they were. Let's see. My contracts, in progress, nothing, and outstanding, none, finished. Come on. Completed. Why does this not look right? Okay. I thought I had made a contract here. Well, let me look at my assets, and we'll see. See, it was a cami. I've bought more stuff there. Okay. That's kind of too bad, because I just paid to ship a bunch of stuff out of there. I could have gotten it all in one trip. Darn it. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that, let's see, the Minmatar fuel block right here. Isn't this beautiful? Let's see here. Oh yeah, it was from here. See if that was the low. That was not the low-sec one. So this has to be it. Yep, that was the low-sec one. So I did get somebody to transport it in. I actually am very surprised that I did get somebody to transport it in, because it wasn't worth very much. But here they are. I bought them. It says they're worth 13.6 million right now. I paid 5.4 million. I think I paid about 1.5 million to transport them. And so we're about to make some profit. We'll look at the market details for this. And so it looks like I'm still kind of in the lead. I'm going to change that. Again, showing you guys this, I ask that you do not, that if you're going to replicate it item for item, do it in another system. Please, in another area. I'm working out of JITA, the Forge. Please take and do it someplace else, and or do it with other items. So what I'm showing you here, if anybody starts competing with me from the show that's watching this, then it stops. And the reason it stops is because I can't compete with somebody who's watching every move that I do. And so my assumption is that these other people that I'm competing against don't know what I'm doing.
To the dragons.
And so Revith, Samusworth, and Benowin, thank you for following. Welcome. So, okay, the top buyer is at 14,268. The lowest seller is at 14,500. The spread there is not enough for me to worry about whether or not I put it on the market to make more money. So, anyway, I'm just going to sell it. It's only 3.8% off. That's fine with me. So 12.7 million, and I had about 7 million into it, so I'm making a profit of over 5 million on that. So let's see here. Okay. So, okay. So there's that. That's one item that I had here I could sell. And look at that. It puts me, I started with 100 million, folks. I'm at 106 million, and I still have money tied up in buy orders, and I still have product out there. So, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so let's see here. I did buy some more Amar fuel blocks and Galante fuel blocks. This seems to be where I'm making most of the money here, is in these fuel blocks. And so more so than the RAM. These fuel blocks seem to not be too bad. And they're not too hard to get transported. I was really worried because I bought those 900 in the low-sec station, and I'm like, no, normally low-sec you have to pay quite a bit. But I just put a contract out there just seeing if someone would do it, and someone did. So I got it moved pretty cheaply. I've not had to leave the station doing any of this either. So, okay. So we are up by 6 million now. It's only 6%. If I liquidate everything, it'll be more, but it's a matter of getting the stuff transported in here. So let's look at the condition of our items here that we're testing with, just to make sure that I'm still number one on all these. Whoever this is, they don't want to move anything for they don't want less than 500 units. I'll take 1 unit. In the long term, if you have the money to do it, you can take just 1 unit and keep working the same region. Eventually, you'll get enough in each station to transport it, make it worth your time. You may have to sit on it for a while, but you reach this point where every station now starts becoming a potential pickup location, no matter what the stuff is that you bought. And with my main character, my main trading character that I make, I've been making an average of about 200 million a night or a day, doing this method, and that's working with, I don't know, 15 billion or so. But 200 million a night's not bad. That funds my, PvP for most part. I have other stuff that makes money too, so it all works out nicely. And with that character, I wait until I have about 200 million ISK worth of product in a station before I try and transport it in. So, but these littler stations where you have just a little bit, where you have like 5 million worth, and maybe you made 50%. You're going to make 50% on it when you sell it or something, or you're going to double your money. So if it's 5 million worth, you paid 2.5 million for it. What if you could pay 500,000 for a newbie carrier to move it? They need stuff that's really low collateral. So something that's worth 5 million, you could put the collateral at about 7 million. And they can make 500,000 by transporting it for you, and you get it moved, and you still make another 2 million ISK. So, it's not bad. It's not bad. Hello, people watching on YouTube. So check the link underneath the description for the main chat. I do see your chat at the moment, but for the main chat, check the link under the description. And join us here on Twitch, and you can get in on the drawings. So, okay. So now Let's continue going down the line on these. We may test that theory. We'll look at my holdings here, and maybe we can test the theory. Maybe I need to train up just a little bit of contracting with this guy and see if we can get some other cheaper stuff moved, like I was saying. I think I can. So, okay, that one's okay. Here's the one where we had two. We had two because one almost sold out. But there's been no movement on this. This other guy hasn't done anything. And clicked on the same one there. So just haven't really seen any movement on these RAM products. Most of these, if I get to about 15 days where I've been number one and nobody is, there's just no movement on them, which is what I'm seeing on a lot of these, there'll be something to drop and then I'd pick up something else. So, and that's just how I judge. But a lot of these, so when it gets down to 75 days left, if I'm still the top in the region and there hasn't been any movement on it, then, you know, I may as well put my money in something else. Let's see, Kaikab, Markee, I want to go into hauling. How do I create a contract for haulers to claim, and how do I accept hauling contracts? So there's the haulers channel here. That would be the place I would go primarily for learning this. Haulers channel in-game, haulers space channel. It's run by a character named Rita Jita. And here's an example contract that's in there. This one pays $7.5 million. It costs collateral of $1.5 billion. Basically, I'm just clicking on it in here, and I'm seeing that, you know, I wouldn't run this, a newbie wouldn't run this, but there are a lot of newbie contracts that get posted in here. So it's only 51,000 though on the freight, which means that a deep space transport could do it, because deep space transport I think can get 65 or 70k of cargo space and still be quite maneuverable. So it's 5 jumps, pays 1.5 million ISK per jump. So this guy right here, by the way, he is one of the main people that puts in contracts in here. He does a lot. He's a big manufacturer in the game. And so basically you're transporting goods from manufacturer, either that he's manufactured them and they're going back to market, or you're taking them out to his manufacturing locations, which he has several. So, and they're different regions, different places. So, okay, let's look at the assets here. And, you know, so like this Amar fuel block, that's not worth it. It's only, you know, 15,000 there right now. This one, 46 Minmatar fuel blocks, worth 698,000. Not going to be worth having anybody transport that. Galante fuel block, just one. 101 fuel blocks here, so it's 1.5 million. And what did I pay for those each? Yeah. 1.5 million may not even be big enough to get you to move. So these RAM here, I've been paying about 25% on the dollar for them. So that's 3.5 million. So we got about 4 million total there. And it's 8 jumps out, 4 million total. I think that, let's see, ammunition, electronics, and weapon tech. The, we must have sold out from, oh yeah, so we got electronics and weapon tech. So 93, 85, and 82 per. So it's about 25%. And so if we're looking at 4 million, I've paid around $1 million for those. I could pay $1 million to have it transported in, and then I can sell it, and I'll still make, let's see, million, another million. I'd still make 2 million. It's not really worth our time too much, but for the sake of showing a contract and what we can do here, I'll pay to have these transported in. And so let me create a contract. This is going to be a courier, and we'll see if anybody picks this up. Which it's a great newbie contract, so somebody will. Just go next. It is for the public. We're going to select all. Next. We're going to ship it to Jita here, where I'm happen to be stationed at. The reward is going to be 1 million. And then the collateral, so I said it was worth about 4 million. I'm going to put it at about 6 million. The reason for that is that the price on some of these, in fact, let me just look here and make sure that they're not too far off. See, yeah, actually, see station here, 500,000 and 366. Yeah, so actually I should put it about 7 million is what I think. Because if I were to you put it like 20% higher than what you could sell it for in the market. Now I'm going to turn this around quick and I'm going to sell it in to people that buy orders. But the fact is, if I was willing to let it sit on the market and wait, I could make a little bit more. And so I'm going to base it off of that price and then add about 20% to it. So I'm going to put it at 7 million. What that collateral does is that the hauler who's going to pick up this contract has to be willing to put that amount of money up, and that's collateral. So if they blow up along the way or they fail to deliver in time, that that collateral then goes to me. So, and for my time and expense and everything of doing all this, I should be compensated, and that's the compensation that I'll get. So they'll lose their ship if they, were, blown up or something like that, and then they lose the cargo and they lose the money and they get really, really screwed. But that's part of the game, is that, figuring out how to get the freight delivered without taking any losses and make money. So, expiration 1 week, days to complete 3, no problem. So, and this is a real easy newbie run. So next here, and then, okay, finish. Yes, create the contract. And so then I'm going to take it down here to the hauler's channel. I'm linking it in here, and I'm putting it as a great newbie good newbie contract. So 1 million pay, 7 million collateral, and so anyway, someone will pick this up. So I've got it out there now, and I posted it in there. You don't have to post it in this channel here. You just don't have to do that. But I do that. It helps things move a little bit faster, and so I'll let people who are in there, grab what they want. So, okay. Is there anything that prevents being cargo scanned? Yes. Run a deep space transport. No, wait. You run a blockade runner. Blockade runner class ship. So they cannot be scanned. They're a lot more fragile, but they can fly cloaked as well. And you cannot scan the cargo in them. So... okay, so closing that, and I don't know, we'll see if anybody's picked it up yet here. No, it's still available, so someone will, though. Someone will. And that's a good, easy contract that if I happen to be at that station already and I'm going back to Jita, that I'd pick that up if I was doing stuff, because that's not a very big expense. So, okay, I think that's about it on this character. Oh, we'll check out the actual worth. I'm using JEVE assets to do that. Let me bring that up and we'll update it. We'll load this up. Okay, so I'm going to update this, and I'm going to go grab another pop, and then we'll see what our net worth is since the last show. Be right back. Okay, so let's check this out now that we've updated this. And in JEVE assets, we're going to do a couple things. We're going to go into tracker here. And, it says we've lost money. This is not good. So last time we checked, we were at 1.719 billion. And it says we're at 1.698. We've lost 20 billion. How do we do that? I don't understand how we lost the money there. Assets went down in value. This is killing me here. You know what's doing it? Let me look at tree here. It's my darn ship. This ship here, it was worth 1.45 billion when we last did this. I remember this. And now it's worth 1.419. So this ship is throwing off the money on this. What we'll have to do is we'll have to deduct the current value of that whenever we look later to see how much money we've actually made. And I don't know if I can tell it to ignore that item or not. But this is the value of this other item fluctuating, and it made a big difference. So, okay. So, anyway, that caused us to go down. But I know that we're up in money because I'm at 1.105 million in the bank. I've got money tied up in escrow, and I've got product out there, and we started with 100 million. So my guess is right now we've made around 30 to 35, maybe even as much as 40% on the money. So, but this darn ship, I wonder if I don't need to transport anything with it. Maybe I send off my other assets to another character of mine, so that we can get a more accurate look on this. I may do that. So I'll think about that tonight. Maybe I'll do that tonight. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Other than this, also has the value or the tree here, which is really good for figuring out where your money is at. And so if we're saying that we can get anything transported that's worth over 5 million or whatnot, and we can do it pretty cheaply, then we just look at this and we say, okay, well, Friggy has got the most amount of stuff in it. It's only 1.5 million. So it's not worth doing anything right now. Excuse me. So there's that. And you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can get rid of everything that this character has and all the other stuff that doesn't have to do with this test. And maybe we'll, I don't know. But this stuff's throwing it off, most definitely, because we're dealing with only 100 million. I didn't want to put 1 billion over to this guy because then that's going to equal a lot of items, a lot of volume. So, which, by the way, just this morning I hit training completed Tycoon level 5 on my other character. Tycoon level 5. Can you believe it? How many orders do I have there now? Let me see here. So I have a maximum of 305 orders. I've only got 64 free. Pretty amazing. Yeah, I can explain escrow. I'll be happy to explain that to you. So let me look at the skills here first. I was gonna see what's training next for this guy because let's see, margin trading 1 day, retail, okay. Yeah, so this guy is doing all the trade skills here. And so I think I have to do margin. No, I have to do retail 5 in order to get wholesale. And so that'll be in 10 days. I'll do that. Okay, so in the market orders I was talking about, see here I've got 53 maximum market orders. My other guy just got 305 total. And I have 41 market orders left in this. I'm setting this guy up. Basically, when he's done baking, I'm going to move him to a different region, and he'll be working that region in the same fashion that I'm showing you this kind of experiment here. You thought you had burglars in the house, but no, it was Twitch. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Who's this strange man talking about spaceships? Why is he burglaring my house? Right. So, speaking of which, one other thing, exclamation point ticket space 1 in Twitch chat, and you know, you can get your ticket in on a Minotaur Bounty Hunter starter pack. When we hit 200 viewers, we will draw on that. We're at 125 right now. So when we hit 200 viewers, we'll draw on that. One ticket costs 1 gold, and you earn 12 gold per hour for being here. So, and for those that are just here, weren't here right at the beginning of the show, let's see. Let's see, is that, do I have a YouTube command? I don't. Clumsy me. You can check this out, guys. We're simulcasting to YouTube, to the gameplay channel now. And here's a link to the simulcast. It has a DVR function, so if there's something you wanted to see again, you can go over there and you can actually scroll back. It does full 1080p, and it might be a better solution for you with the you know, your bandwidth and stuff. When Twitch is derping, you'll be able to continue watching over there. It is about a minute behind though, and that's just normal for it because it transcodes everything on the fly. So, and if you're in Twitch chat, you still get to enter into the chat stuff, even if you're watching the YouTube video feed. Twitch still will give you your gold and everything. You can still get in on the stuff. So, okay. So, let's see here. Escrow. Okay. Now, I've put these items in here, and I put out the buy orders. And let's say that I put in for, yes, and it saves after every show. So now I was uploading my shows to YouTube, and I'd been really just not doing a good job of that. Now After the show, about 30 minutes after each episode, it'll be available to replay. And and they'll be split into around 2-hour segments. So they'll all be up there. They're all going to have the same title. Just watch them in order. So, unfortunately, they're all going to have the same title. So watch them in order of when they were published. It's kind of a side effect to doing it this way, but at the same time, it makes sure that all of the stuff is there. And so if you missed something, you're going to be able to watch it shortly after the broadcast. And if the broadcast is live, it's got a DVR function you can actually rewind. So during the live show. Okay, so the escrow, let's say that we had 100 products at 1 million gold that we were willing to pay for each of them, and we have no margin trading, which is a modifier on your escrow. That would equal 100 million that you had to put into the market for buying stuff. So on that, so the 100 products, 1 million each, 100 million total, you would have 100 million sitting in escrow, meaning that you have to pay ahead of time that money that you are going to use to purchase these items in order to have the privilege of buying them. And so you tie up all that money. And then when somebody comes by and sells you one of them, you buy it for $1 million, and your escrow balance then becomes 99 million, and so on. So however much product you have in there is how much escrow you have in there. Even if the product is worth 10 million, but you're only willing to buy it at 1 million, you just tie up the 1 million, and then you buy the product and you get it in and you sell it for 10 million, and you're making money. So you've then made 9 million on it or whatever. Well, anyway, that's kind of how that works. Now, there's several skills within the merchant trading area, and one of them is margin trading, which you can see here. I'm training almost to level 5. Another day and I'll be level 5. Basically, what this says is ability to make potentially risky investments work in your favor. Each level of skill reduces the percentage of ISK placed in the market escrow when entering buy orders. Starting with an escrow percentage of 100%, like is what I was talking about, with 0 untrained skill, each skill level cumulatively reduces a percentage by 25%. This will bring your total escrow down to approximately 24% at level 5. So if we've got 100 million worth of stuff that we're buying in there, and we've got level 5 on this, what that basically means is we only have to put in 24 million. That happens at the time of placing the order, whatever your skill is at the time of placing the order. It doesn't start giving you ISK back each level you hit. And so what that allows me to do then, if I only had 100 million to work with, it allowed me to put in, I could buy 300 of these units. I could put it out there. It would cost me, if I had more money, I can basically put out more buy orders than what I have the ability to pay for. Now, I haven't done that on this, but my total market escrow out there right now is 8 million, and I have additional 25 million to cover. I've got enough here to cover everything, but on my other character, let's see what I've got out there. I've got, how much money have I got in the bank? I got 3.5 billion in the bank. I've got 10 billion in escrow currently, and I have 35 billion worth of ISK coverage needed. So potentially I could run out of money overnight on buying, and then my buy orders will start failing. Now, I found that I have a lot of products that don't move very fast, and so having 3 to 5 billion sitting in there on a 35 billion ISK cover seems to work just fine. Not everything moves. So anyway, that's how that works. Okay, let's we will continue with this guy tomorrow, and so close him out. Okay, so we're going to look at faction warfare now. And in faction warfare, we're right at just barely at T3. I usually don't do faction warfare unless I've got at least, unless that's at least at 42%. But, you know, that's just the, but I've been noticing something. And I've been noticing that Minmatar has gained a lot more space, a lot more systems. So I wanted to look at that. I want to show you guys how I evaluate what systems we're going to work in. And, oh, you're just about done with my career? Damn, if I had known that a viewer was going to go and pick that up, I would have told you not to. I appreciate you doing it, but I would have told you not to because I want it to be real world. Now, if you normally take small runs like that, then fine. That's great. But if you're doing it as a favor, then it didn't work out very well on me giving a real world experience. But I appreciate it. I get the thought there. Believe me, I do. And I forgot to mention anything about that. So, but anyway, thank you, I guess. Next time I'll mention that. And if it was something you're normally doing, no problem, that you would normally do. Okay, so in the last 2 days of playing, which I did Saturday, we did Faction Warfare, and I made 100 and, I don't know, I made, what did I make? I made 180,000 LP. Oh, you had stuff you wanted to move around anyways. Okay. It was an easy pickup one anyway. So I made 180,000 LP. And then anyway, I I went out and I did a couple more sites yesterday, and I brought it up to 250,000 LP that I made in the last couple days. And with this ship, I made almost all of it with this ship without dying. This ship is pretty amazing. I'm really liking how much money I'm making with this. Anyway, so 250,000 LP, I'll be able to turn into about 500 million ISK, and so I have 7.25 million LP here now, which will be able to turn into about 14.5 billion ISK. I got to wait for the market conditions to be right, which might be 6 months from now, but it'll happen eventually. And when it does, I'm going to cash in big. So until then, I have fun doing this. Okay, so I was noticing here in Faction Warfare that the red is Minmatar, the blue is Amar, which is what I'm in. That Minmatar was down to 0, goose egg, yes, zilch, no systems whatsoever, and it was a really bad place to work. I look like the guy from Duck Dynasty. Yeah, all I need to do is get my duck calls out, huh? Something like that, yeah? No, I'm not a Duck Dynasty guy. That's for sure. Okay. Kikabee, thank you for following. Welcome. So now the number of systems here that that they've got is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So Minmatar has 24. What is Amar got? It's a lot more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. They have 46. Okay, So we're going to go look at Galante. Um, um, Galante Caldari. And let me see. How can I do that real easy? I wonder if I pull up that other account again. He's in Caldari space. That's going to be the easiest way to look at it. Although, I mean, I do have the map here, but I don't know if it's going to show me the number of systems. So it might be a little bit harder to count. See, down here in the pink and purple is, this is the Amar Minmatar area. And then up here in the pink and blue is Galante Amar. Or, no, Galante Caldari. Caldari being blue, Galante being pink. And what we're looking at here is the amount of systems, the percentages of where we're working. If we're doing offensive plexing, we want to be doing it. You know, I belong in the militia that goes down here. I mean, that's just a fact. But I can also work up here. Hello, Resalon. I can also work up here. And by working up here, I can, you can see here, I mean, I think it's actually pretty clear just looking at this, that the amount of available systems for offensive plexing is much greater here than it is down here, because I'm doing purple down here and I would be doing pink up here, and the amount of systems that they have is quite a bit different. In fact, I can't even count all of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up my other character here. Actually, I'll bring up one of my other faction warfare characters. That is, let's see, I have one that's Galante. No. Are they Galante side? I don't remember. Let me see here. What is, I think that's that account. We'll see if we can bring up their faction warfare menu. 8-4 Caldari. Well, I'm not looking at the tiers. I'm looking at the I'm looking at how many systems there are controlling, regardless of what tier they are. Let's see here. I think that this guy is... I'm bringing him up here. Okay.
Skill training completed.
This guy has been baking in here for a while. He's in his jump clone. And he's working on drone stuff now, I think. Yeah. So, look at all these level 5s. Yeah, and then he gets into other stuff, but this actually, I think, finishes all my drone stuff. Look at all of the main drone things. The only thing that I'd have left is if I want to do more specialization type drones, which I may. I may do like the Minmatar ones because they're very fast. So, okay, let's see here. Bring up the faction warfare menu for this guy. And, let's see. Yes, this is Galante versus Caldari. And so the Galante space is the blue ones, so I'll count these up. Let's see, Galante, Caldari, 1, 2. Wow. Wow. Caldari is kicking Galante's ass. No. Galante is kicking Caldari's ass. Excuse me. 65 systems that they control. And so I think it's the same number of systems on both sides. I'm going to count this other one, and then we'll add them up and see. It's not the same number of systems. The war area is bigger. Is much bigger up here. I actually didn't realize that. So okay, Amar controls 46, Minmatar 24, Galante controls 65, and Caldari 36. So there are 65. Okay, so that means that on the Galante side, there are 65 systems that they own, and they 65 systems that they own, and they I don't know how many people are involved in faction warfare, but the theory being that that we have the theory being that the more systems that there are to work in on offensive plexing, the less chance that they have to find you. And so what that translates into is the more ISK, or the more LP that you make, which means the more ISK you make eventually. And so comparing these two, comparing this one here and the other one. So even though I'm a Mar, this totally says that I need to be working in this area right here. This area right here, incredibly 65, and there's only 70 systems altogether in this battle region down here. There's only 70 systems altogether, and Galante up here owns 65. So there's 101 systems up here. So this is the area to work and to stay in. I'm going to have more success, and that's where I happen to be right now too. So anyway, just want to say that I knew that they were gaining a lot more ground in Minmatar, and so I was thinking that it was worth looking at. What I hadn't realized is how many more systems there are up here, and so it's much easier to get lost up here, and I think I'll make much more money up here. So there we go. With this cheap-ass ship. I love it. Okay, so let's see here. Release the ducks. No, thank you. Okay, so faction warfare does impact your stats, but don't. You need to do faction warfare in characters that you don't mind their standings being all messed up. This character is not so bad. This character doesn't have such bad standings, but let's look at what my standings are here. This guy hasn't done as much faction warfare. Actually, I'm not too hated with him. Amar is negative 0.33, negative 0.22. Calorie State is negative 0.9. And I don't know how much LP I've made with this guy. I don't remember. I think I spent most of it. I've fought on both the Galante and the Minmatar sides on this. So, but right now the money is on Amar. So, it's totally on Amar. And so And let's see here. Faction warfare. There's a reason for that. And Amar is tier 3. Tier 3 pays 75% higher than tier 2. These are tier 2, and tier 1 is 50% lower than tier 2. So basically, tier 1, a small makes you 5,000 LP. Tier 2 makes you 10,000 LP. Tier 3 makes you 17,500 LP. And then tier 4 is 24,750 LP, I think. And then tier 5 is, I don't know, 35,000 LP, something like that. I don't have all the numbers in front of me. But Amar is where you want to be. And by being in Amar is where you make the money, as opposed to Caldari. Even though I'm fighting for Caldari up there against Galante, I'm in Amar, and so I get paid Amar rates. It's like the wages. It's like being at the better company. It's like the difference between working at UPS as a freight delivery driver and getting paid, the $25, $28 an hour that they get paid, as opposed to working for your local delivery company where you're making $10 an hour. It's just where the money is. You're both doing the same work. It's just where the money is. So, anyway, this guy, he'll continue baking here, and when it's advantageous for the other side to be fighting, then I'll pull him out of his jump clone, and he'll be a pretty epic character here. He's got. I'm really starting to like his skills, and so it's kind of cool. He's got a really good set of skills now, and I think that his Galante Frigate 5. I should really get Galante Destroyer going here too, and bring that up to 5. Because he'll be right in the sweet spot to do this like an Algos or something like that. Especially as soon as he finishes all this drone stuff. And by the way, I changed him to where I don't worry about guns. He's 100% drones. I don't fit any guns on his ships. So, yeah, maybe I will stick it in here, and I can rearrange these to fit whatever is necessary after later on, but whenever I pull them out. So I've been paying for this character all this time, but I tell you that, so I have 4 faction warfare characters, but with like the one, I've made basically 14 billion worth. I have another one that I've made about 3 billion worth and everything. So, anyway. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, yes, I have streamed Roke before. And so, can I show my ship fittings? Well, this guy is in a pod right now. It can be hard to show that, but I'll show you my one that I'm using currently. So, and we'll get if I'm going all drones, should do an electronic attack frigate. Well, maybe. I'll evaluate that. It'll be an easy jump into that. So he's got almost all of his drone stuff done, and that's where I was going first. So I'm still saving, yes, 25 billion for a new PvP tune. Yes, I'm still working toward that. I'm worth 29 billion now on my merchant character. So, still working on that. And when I have 25 billion that I can make liquid within 24 hours, then I'll I'll start looking. So, Rage Flip, did you do
dragons.
well? So, Alicius Mag, thank you for following. Welcome. Welcome. Okay. I think that, let's see here, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, something that's unusual today is that I'm ending the show today in 2 hours, 2.5 hours, something like that. And that's because Moose Bank is coming over. We're going to go out and do lunch. And then we're going to do a special show after that. And so him and I, we're going to do some sort of hangout Q&A thing and with all of you. And Moose, of course, is from Eve. He does a lot of work with Iron Bank. And then he's also doing Reign of Kings with us and stuff, and so it'll be fun. Okay. So let me exit this guy here. I'm just loving all of his skills that he's got. It's pretty cool. Well, you want to see the fit of this? Now, you guys will be a little bit shocked about this, but this is the fit. And this is my super kite, and it's designed to be able to do a really high orbit. And so I orbited about 58. I can shoot at 63. I can target at about 98. And I can sensor damp out to 86. And so I keep them from hitting me, and I'm very fast. Well, pretty fast, 2,800. And I just frustrate the hell out of everybody, and I make the LP. Proof of that is that literally I've made over 200,000 LP with this single ship, not having blown up or anything. So, and I'll show you how it's done. So I'm going to do that, and let's see here. First, though, I need to get rid of some of these missiles. It's too many missiles on me, I think, or is it? Yeah, it's fine. You know what? If this ship keeps on living, it's fine. I ran out of missiles before. Used about 4,000 missiles, I think, to make that 200,000 LP. So I'm gonna hide the screen here, and then going to get my map out, and I'm gonna decide where it is I'm going. So and okay. So I've chosen based on a few factors as to what I think is going to be the best system to go into. And so, what rigs am I running? Okay, before I undock, I'll show here. So small hydraulic bay thruster and small loading bay accelerator. Those are both for DPS. Small polycarbon engine housing, which allows a little bit more speed. It's not a huge boost, but it's a little bit. I've used up all of my calibration. This is empty because I just don't have any CPU left. I only have 3.1 CPU left. I've not found any combination of stuff that I can fit in here. I already have, Tech 4 stuff in here and everything. The only thing I thought of is that maybe I can use an implant to reduce my CPU requirements on my missile launchers, and then maybe I can fit something else in here. But it's got to be a really cheap implant because you got to plan on dying over and over and over again. That's just how faction warfare is. You got to plan on dying. So Yes. Oh, and I'm in hostile station. So definitely make sure I move quick or I'm getting blown up. So what is going on with my view there? Holy cow. That was weird. Tier 4, not Tech 4. Yes, Tier 4. Sorry. This little ship, I swear it's 3 million? Somewhere between 3 and 5 million for it. And I'm pretty impressed.
Warp drive active.
Metaphor even. Yes. Oh my god. You're right. Metaphor. Metaphor. Okay. This area that I'm working in just has some really great, it's really great stuff here. I'm really pleased with it. So, hello, Brian. Dessert tea. Welcome, welcome.
Warp drive.
Now you're on here daily. My shows are addictive. What makes my shows addictive? I don't know. I don't know what that would be. And I mean, I say that in all honesty. I don't know what would make my shows addictive. Now watch, I'll probably get popped first encounter. I've been fighting most everybody that I've been encountering. So, and I'm working on skills here that what are the current skills that I'm working on? So launcher rigging will be finished before tomorrow, and then Caldari frigate, which I don't even know what the bonus on this frigate is. But finishing Caldari frigate 5, can you believe that I haven't even finished that? Let me find out what the bonus is on this. So the bonus is 5%. Oh, damn, yes. Okay, so 5% bonus damage, but then also 10% light missile and rocket max velocity. You know what that means? Right now, I'm able to shoot at 63 out. So my base, whatever it is, it's going to be another 10%. I think that I'm going to be able to get this up to about 75. 75K that I'm going to be able to shoot, which means that I'm going to be able to orbit at like 69, 68, something like that, and frustrate the hell out of people even further. That's why I chose to put that one in next. And then I have missile projection, and this also does more maximum velocity. So, and then long range targeting, which I've already got pretty good range, but with this extra distance, I need this. So, and then I've got some other missile damage dealing stuff. I'm at, I think that I'm almost done with all the missiles, all the light missile stuff. I've got a few level 5s left to complete, and then I am pretty much done. And by the way, folks, something that I've found that's been very, very helpful to me. Yeah, it's a Kestrel. This is a Kestrel. So something that's been very, very helpful to me is to extremely focus on what I'm doing. And so, like I was showing the other character, and I said I was focusing on drones, I decided that that character needs be the best it can possibly be at drones, and then I take on the next thing. And so I have some skills that are like level 4 and everything on there, because it's easy to get up to level 4, but then you have to focus, you have to super focus. And so I focus on those the drone skills. Now I've focused on this one on light missile skills, and the light missile skills has made a huge difference for me, a huge difference. And so I've been very happy with this. And even though this has no point on it, you guys, I know I get crap for this every time. It has no point, has no web, and people are like, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm out here collecting LP. That's what I'm doing. And with this particular ship, I've collected 200,000 LP without dying. That's what I've done. So, and if you guys were here on Saturday, you saw a big battle that we had where I kept flying through everything. We were battling, I don't know, 3 or 4 other ships, and there was 3 or 4 of us, and the other guys kept getting knocked off, and the other guys got frustrated with me and took off. I did get 1 kill on that particular battle, but anyway, so that's what I'm doing here, is I'm making the LP, and so yeah, I'm not doing implants. I use this character all the time, and I typically die all the time. I typically have been with Faction Warfare dying 3 or 4 times each day that I do Faction Warfare. So implants are not really an option. When I'm not, and I don't have a clone with this character either. I don't think I do. Let me look. No, I do not have a jump clone with this character. And so, with not having a jump clone, I can't just jump back and forth. So, I would have to take this character out of Corp to get a jump clone, and I don't want to do that. This character is high level standings with our corporation and stuff. I have a lot of abilities with it, and I guess some responsibilities. So anyway, okay, so there's a question here about Kadari, Amar, and oh yeah, we killed a confessor on Saturday, which was cool. So let me keep scanning here. I'm just kind of trying to go through chat. If I'll try and answer everybody, even if I'm just a little bit delayed in that. And Mr. Murray, you have a good voice. Yeah, oh, beard fetish? Oh yes, you guys watch for the beard. I have done some radio, I've done some television, I've done some other stuff, but basically I suck at acting, and my ums just kill me, and everything. So it's a hard time. I would have a hard time being a professional radio guy or something like that, because I'm always saying or whatever, and and I just did it. I have tried to stop myself from doing that, and I've in fact, I've made some success on changing that from how much I used to. If you go back on my Markee Dragon channel and you look at how much, you go back to like 2007 and some of the first videos that I did, that some of the first comments, some of the oldest comments are, "Oh my God, I can't stand to watch you say too much." And so I took a challenge. I said, okay, the first person to count the number of ums in a video, back when I had money, I said, first person, I will send you a PayPal payment of $1 per And that was kind of my incentive, saying, okay, I got to really decrease this. And then it was kind of a fun game for people too who were annoyed with it. Well, I remember that I ended up paying out like, okay, I got an inbound here. Got to watch what I'm doing. Slasher. Let's see here. Slasher. How fast is a slasher? It's a T1 Mimitar frigate. No problem. No problem. So, see if he comes in. He's still sitting out there. By his ship name, nope. He had dragon in his ship name, so I thought that maybe he was going to be Stream Sniper. But anyway, he took off. So anyway, I think the first video that I paid out on was like 20 some bucks. Next one was like 40 some bucks or whatever. And it was just crazy. Yeah. Gamma ray. True that, Markee. It's annoying. Yeah. Well, I decided not to kill myself over it and to just keep moving forward with the stuff that I was doing. How much time did I put into 250k LP? Well, we were flying with a fleet, so I have probably 10 hours. Now, if I were to work this hardcore just on my own, you'll see when I finish this, as long as we stay tier 3, which, are we still tier 3? We are. We're tier 3 right now. This is a small, which is going to pay me 30,000 LP. I can do 2 smalls an hour, no problem, with a little room left to spare. And so that's 60,000 LP an hour. If I were doing this on my own, then that's 600,000 LP in 10 hours. Do the math on that. And I can turn that into, I can turn 1 LP into 2,000 disc. And so 600,000 LP would be 1.2 billion ISK. If I need money, I will end up cashing out some of this early at a little bit lesser, like 1,500 ISK per LP, but so far I haven't needed the money. Resalon, we can talk later. Let's see here. Trying to figure out how to make that happen. So, I just want to talk to you before, anything else. So, but I'd be happy to talk to you, and I've got kind of a busy afternoon, but how can we do that? If later today, let's see, 9:30, 10:30. So about 7 hours from now, I'll be free. It may be too late for you because I know you're European time zone. But if I see you on TeamSpeak, around that time, I'll ping you if I'm available. I have company coming over today, so I don't know exactly how long we're going to be.
Dragons.
And so. If not, before I start the show tomorrow, if I see you on TeamSpeak, then I'll talk to you on TeamSpeak before I start up the show tomorrow. And we'll talk. So let's see here. How do you make ISK from LP? I have some videos on that on the Markee Dragon channel on how to do it. So oh, hey, Rido, did you check your Twitch mail? Rido, I see you're here. Check your Twitch mail. You won the Second Decade Edition on Saturday. I see you here in chat now. So check your Twitch mail, because I asked in there what country you're in. And I'll just need a reply, and then I can get you that stuff. So, yes, Rido, you did. I know. Hey, I could have kept it for myself if I didn't say anything. You won, buddy. So, in our current drawing that we have going on, if you're watching on YouTube, click the link in the description for the chat in Twitch, because that's where you need to be. Exclamation point ticket space 1 to get you a ticket in on a Minotaur Bounty Hunter starter pack. And you don't have to, or it's 1 gold per ticket. And so if you want to put more in, you can. However many gold you want to put in, up to 1,000. Each one equals an entry. It's like a lottery. So you really only need 1 ticket to win, but if you put in more tickets, you increase your chances. So and what we're giving away is a Minotaur Bounty Hunter starter pack. We're going to give it away at 200 viewers. When we hit 200 viewers, we're at 170 right now. And so, and that's a brand new account for Eve, worth about $20. Has some Minotaur items, but you can be anything you want in it. One of the best items, though, is one of the best items is the Cerebral Accelerator. It's a prototype, the prototype kind, and that is worth 500 to 600 million ISK in JITA if you want to sell it on contract. So easy money, easy money. Hey, thanks, Rido. Okay, I see you are in a country that will work. Excellent. Okay, not able to send you the message right now. I'll try and do it tonight. So, basically, I'm going to be sending you a code for winning that, and then that code, you'll take it to Eve's site. I'm going to give you a link in there. You'll take it to the Eve site, and you will enter that code, and you'll be logged in on one of your accounts. and then you'll tell them where to send it, and that will be sent to you for free, buddy. For free. So, and congratulations! I'm glad to see someone won who's been around for quite a while. So that's cool.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Elysius Mag, Tuwa Bohu, and Tomiho, thank you for following. Welcome. It almost sounds like a bunch of Native American names. We have a few more of those second decade editions to give away, including one of them is being given away in our store this month. You don't have to purchase anything. Customers do get a entry with each purchase, but there's also a free entry, which is the second link there. And if you want to try Eve for free, the first link will get you a trial account. And in all actuality, that'll get you an entry as well. So both of them, however, require that you sign up for our store, and you have to make an account before you can add those to your cart. But if you're just purchasing something, the way it works is that the account will be made for you automatically when you make the purchase, and that's because we get the info from your payment information. It's actually easier to buy something than it is to get one of those free entries from signing up, which is kind of a shame, but just the way it is. Technology. And so in faction warfare, Caldari is in a war with Galante. And then they are aligned with Amar, who's in war with Minmatar, and both work together on that. So you can work on other sides. So I'm Amar, and I'm fighting against Galante right now on behalf of Caldari. I used to have a short beard, yes. It used to be shorter. I have not trimmed my beard in about a year. So. So about 3 minutes to money on this. I had only one person that landed on the gate, kind of thinking about coming in. So I do change my side sometimes on Faction Warfare. So this character started out being Caldari, and Caldari was higher in the tiers before then Amar went higher, and so we switched over to Amar, and Amar's been really dominating for, 6 or 8 months now. It can't last forever, but that's the way it's been. And so that's why I've been over here. But I can freely switch between Caldari and Amar, and but I fly for Amar because I get paid more. So it's more than, I don't know, right now it's nearly 4 times as much. It's like 3.5 times as much. I don't know who Marco Hiltala is, but basically braided it the other day. First time I had tried braiding it, which my wife did it, and it was just a little too short. But gonna grow it out further, probably twice the length, and then braid it. See what it looks like. To Bohu, does it take a lot of dedication? So, listen, Eve here is the best MMO there is, in my opinion. And the it's very deep. It's hard to get into. And so, but if you can get past the learning curve, then it'll be the most rewarding MMO you've ever played. And it's just because it's so deep. There's so many things to do. You know, a lot of MMOs, you're playing about a year and a half, and you've kind of done everything. And in here, it will be impossible for you to do everything. It just won't be possible. And so you start getting bored of doing one thing in one area, you move over and do something else. You can be PvP, you can pirate, you can live out in really dangerous space, you can live in really safe space, you can be a hauler, you can be a manufacturer, you can be faction warfare like I'm doing here, you can be a merchant, you can be a miner, you can do planetary exploration, you can do just so many different things that you'll never run out of things that you'll find interesting to do. And as your character gets older and learns more skills, you're able to do things a lot easier, and becomes, it's just very rewarding for me to skill up my guys. The character development is one of the main things that I really, really like. Everybody say hello to Moose Bank. Moose will be here later today. Oh yeah, you can live in wormholes, all kinds of stuff. So Moose is going to be at my place later today. He's coming over for lunch, and then we're going to put on a special show after lunch where we're just going to sit down and have a good time with everybody. Don't know what the topics will be yet, but we'll figure that out over lunch. And so we're going to hang out and have a good time. So, or maybe we'll even do some crazy stuff like, go play a first-person shooter blindfolded or some crap like that. So, there we go. I've been paid. Okay, let me warp to a safe here.
Warp drive active.
And let's see here. How much did I get paid? I got paid $30,625 for that work. And it took me... I didn't get run off. So 15-minute cap takes about 22 minutes. And so I finished that in about 22 minutes. And so 30,625 loyalty points, 22 minutes. Let's see how much per hour potentially. So let's say 24 minutes, because you need an extra 2 minutes to go get to the next system, to get to the next compound to work it. And so 3625 divided by, let me keep moving here, divided by 24, and then times 60. So potentially 76,500 loyalty points per hour, and then we times that by 2,000. Guys, I can make 153 million an hour right now doing this. $153 million an hour.
Warp drive active.
You heard me right. Stupid guy, what is that link? I'm not so, yeah. Stupid guy, I don't feel like that's okay on the show here. Do not post those things on the show. This is what I do for a living, and you posted something that's competitive with what I do for a living, and so you're taking support away from the show by doing that. Guys, I make my living through our store, where we an official CCP business partner, and so we refer sales, or we do sales, direct sales for Eve, and you can find links to the store here. And so, sales and stuff support the show, but also, I love Eve. So, and it's not just Eve that we support. We support a lot of different games. But anyway, just so y'all know, that is what we do. So, stupid. All I did was just time you out. I know you've been around for a couple days now. Maybe you didn't know, and so you're able to post again now. And I appreciate any support you can give us. So, okay. So let's see here. Incursions pay more. Okay. So if I were in my destroyer, I could be doing mediums, and I could be getting paid 43,000 per in the same amount of time. So let's do the math on that. 43,500 divided by 24 times 60 times 2,000. That's 217 million ISK per hour. So Liverquind, join with the character that you don't mind destroying. That is my recommendation for faction warfare. Join with a character you do not mind destroying. So some of your actions. Uh-oh. Oh, really? I was sitting on the gate there? I thought I was at a safe spot for some reason. Clumsy me. Okay. This guy's going to be following me. He was pirate. And I for some reason I thought I was already at my safe spot, and I was not. So this guy is going to be following me here, I'm pretty sure, because he was pirate. So, yep, here he comes. It's in a Demos. What is a Demos? Heavy assault cruiser, T2. Okay, let's take him on. Oh, is he shooting me already? Damn. Oh, and he's got drones? This guy's pretty good. Getting the fuck out of here. Go, go, go! And I can't take one more shot. Go! Go! Get to warp! Oh my god! Woo! Holy shit! Woo! This guy is paper thin. Almost lost him. I was doing so good on all this LP. Woo! Holy shit! He lit my ass on fire! Oh yeah. Okay. Well, let's see here. I gotta let my shields rebuild a bit. So, yeah, I gotta let my shields rebuild a bit before I go back out there. Yes. I can't, yeah. Well, you know, I like trying to take him on. I've got really good distance on this guy, and so it works out pretty good. But yeah, he almost tore me up. Okay. So I got to get a little bit more shields, and then I got to find a place to dock up and repair. There's no friendly stations in these parts.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Let's see here. Let my shields build up just a little bit more. Yeah, it's very difficult to fix your standings.
You, sir, rock.
Moose, thanks for hosting, buddy. 31 viewers. Let's see, what does that put us up to? We're at 186. When we hit 200, we're doing a drawing for the Mimitar Bounty Hunter Starter Pack, exclamation point, ticket space 1 in Twitch chat. If you're watching on YouTube, I see a bunch of you watching on YouTube. Click on that link in the description for to get over to Twitch. Twitch is where we do all the drawings. You're not required to, but if you want to get in on the drawings, you got to be in Twitch chat. So, anyway, yes. My shields are about as good as they're going to get in short order, and so we're gonna head to a station and get docked up. So,
You, sir, rock.
Jai Thorn, another 16 viewers. Oh my. Okay, we're 193, well on our way to 200. We're gonna be doing that drawing soon. So I'll dock up and I'll see where we're at here.
Warp drive
So,
active.
you know, this is like when you eat too many hot chili peppers that fire out your ass. Yeah. Yeah, so that Demos with railguns can melt me from pretty far off. Yes, I was seeing that. He was hitting me at like 60 out with his lasers, and it looked like lasers and those drones. So, yeah.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I fought a Demos in a Kestrel. This is how my ship got into such bad shape. He almost popped me, which I was going to be very disappointed because I've made now around 230,000 LP in this ship without dying. I do have another ship that I made almost 1,000,000 LP in without dying. And that was pretty good.
Warp drive active.
So would not be laser fit. What was it he was shooting at me? Because they were just flashing lines. Do you think it was guns? It looked like lasers to me, but it may not have been. I don't know.
Mission requested.
What is LP? LP is loyalty points
Docking requested.
that are given to you for fighting on behalf of. They're given to you in missions, and they're given to you for fighting on behalf of your faction. So, okay, we are going to repair. It's going to cost me 30,000 disc, no problem. Okay. Whew. Almost didn't make that. Railguns, huh? So I'm having excellent. I'm making excellent money with this right here. So I'm not looking to bring anything else to go and fight that guy. I'm going to go back. Oh, we're at 236. Wow. Okay, so, okay. I hear one of my cats crying. The cats get lonely. It's funny, I don't know if they realize that I'm here in the office, but everybody else is gone in the house. And the cats get lonely and they sit at the door and cry, waiting for their owners to come home. Yes. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna do the drawing. So last call, exclamation point, ticket space 1, or however many tickets you want to put in, up to 1,000. And let's see here. It'd be for Minmatar Bounty Hunter Starter Pack. This is in Twitch chat. Those of you watching in YouTube, I see you there. Got to come over to Twitch. And if you follow on Twitch, if you don't have any tickets, you follow on Twitch. It'll give you 10 right off the bat. So I'm making the message right now. Once I get that done, I'll go ahead and do the drawing. Okay. Yes, this lowers my LP per hour, doesn't it? Oh, and LP is the loyalty points, which you then take to a loyalty point store. You buy things with them, and then you turn around and sell it on the market and convert it into ISK, which is the global currency in EVE. How much is the ticket? It's 1 gold. So, Renchalon, yeah, I stumbled on here by accident. Cool, cool. So, yeah, okay. So I still see a few of you grabbing tickets. I'm going to go grab another pop is what I'm going to do. And then we'll draw right as soon as I get back. I'll give you all a chance to get your tickets in. Be right back.
Feel so free, just believe we can come alive. We're so far from the ground, but I'm not looking down. Feel the warmth of the breeze rushing over me. Now we're soaring high, reach and touch the sky. We can
By the way, guys, what do you think of the new lighting behind me? I actually got some new lights. They're not optimally set. You can see I only got half of it lit up, but I think it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. I got those. I ordered these lights from China, about $6 each, all the way from China. Yes. So, okay, let's do this drawing. Okay, we're ready to close it. And drawing. And Dragon Thix, excuse me, Dragon Thix, congratulations. He bought 200 tickets. And Dragon Thix is the winner. And you'll find that in your Twitch mail. Congratulations. Okay, so now we're going to do it again. And so starting up another one, exclamation point, ticket space 1 to get in on it. And we'll draw at 250 viewers or at the end of the show. And the end of the show is when the Moose shows up. So Moose is on his way here. And him and I are getting together at lunch today. And we're going to go out to the best Mexican food in Florida. So, yes. Okay. Let's see here. Well, the bottom left view in that, I do a lot of time lapses, and I'm not sure where that was from. I didn't see. So, Okay. You're in Tampa just 2 weeks ago? Yep. I'm in Tampa. So we're going to go to San Antonio for lunch. San Antonio, Florida.
Welcome to the Dragons.
So, Arcus? Is it Arcus Q? Anyway, thank you for following. Welcome. And
Welcome to the
Centonio,
Dragons.
Ren Echelon, thank you for following. And Tomito, did I already get you? I think I did. Anyway, welcome everybody. Thank you for following. Welcome, welcome. If you are on YouTube and you want to get in on the drawings, click that link below for the Twitch chat. If nothing else, you just got to have the Twitch chat open, and you can get in on it. The YouTube in some ways is a better place to watch, but it is delayed by about a minute. So just so you know, as compared to Twitch, it's delayed by about a minute. It's not something that I do, it's just the way their technology works. So, okay. So Amazon just messaged me. I have a computer arriving today. I'm going to show you all this computer from Amazon, and I'll do it on the live show, also, video, and it's kind of cool. It's, I think, what is the bare minimum that you can stream with, and those of you who have ever been interested in streaming and just don't quite have a good enough computer to do it, I'm going to show you this computer, and it's pretty cheap too. So, okay, I'm hiding my screen here for just a moment and bringing up my map. I'm going to map out where I'm going here again. So, and okay. Yeah, I think that's the link to the YouTube version. So, welcome everybody from YouTube. So we're now doing simulcast, and all of the videos will be they're live broadcasted to YouTube now, my gameplay channel, and then they stay there after we're done. I had been uploading them, and but now I'm live streaming them to YouTube, and so they're live when I'm live, and they are then they have a DVR function. So like that fight I was in earlier, if you wanted to go back and look, there's DVR on the YouTube version, and you can actually scroll back and look at it again, which is kind of cool. So, is it okay to buy Eve characters? So yes, there is an actual system for buying Eve characters, and there's an official system. So you don't have to worry. You're not doing anything that violates the terms of service as long as you follow their system. And so yes, you purchase characters for ISK. And so if you're wanting to buy a character for real life cash, here's how you do it. You buy Plex from either CCP directly or from somebody like us, because we sell this Plex too. And then you take that into game and you cash it in, you sell it to somebody else for the ISK, and then you take that ISK and you use that to buy the character that you're wanting to buy and transfer it to your account. So you can do that, and in fact this character right here I purchased from someone else. I purchased it from somebody's viewer of the show. And so you can do it legitimately.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Warp drive active.
Lartuck, the Welcome Dragon, is a robot. He's the bot on the channel.
Welcome to the Dragons.
So, LC Splinter and Evil Spam, thank you for following. Welcome. So while conditions are good, the money making is good, we may as well get some more LP here. Still doing okay here on percentage, but if it drops at all, I'm flipping over to doing probably some Kaldari missions or something. Yes. Eagle brings up a very good point. It's not possible to buy it with phone credit, Gunthor. You buy characters in the official EVE forums. There's a character marketplace forum in there, and that's where you buy them. So. And if you buy gold, ISK, in any other way than buying Plex and then transforming it into ISK in the game, you can get banned. And they're very good at catching people. There's not been many issues. So, the farmers out there will get your money. And you'll get yours delivered, and then you'll get it taken away. So, Gunthor, then PayPal account if you don't have a credit card. So, these wisps sometimes steal my FPS. I can see it a little bit here. When they get into the screen, my FPS goes down. See, now that they're gone, my FPS goes up. Oh, another one came in. This is over triple monitor, by the way, folks. Running this on 3 screens at the same time. So there's a big FPS stealer. Holy cow, look at that, I'm down to 25. So, here's my setup. I've got Eve on the bottom 3, of my monitors here, and spread across, and that's how I keep the interface so clean. So I'm doing it on the small. In order to do a medium, I need about 150 DPS, and to do that effectively, I need to have a scout, because I need to bring in a destroyer, or I suppose I could bring in, I don't know on like an assault frigate or something. Can I get the distance? Can I get that kind of DPS? I don't know. But right now, you know, to do mediums, you need 150, 180 DPS, and so bring in a destroyer, which means that I bring in a scout, and because a destroyer's not fast enough, and so I need a scout. Or I could fit this. I could fit this to rockets. I could do the same fit with rockets, but I'd still want a scout because then I'd be really close up. I'd be orbiting at about 10k, and I would not be able to engage with other players. So yeah, I just wouldn't be able to engage with other players like I can with this. So, and I do really enjoy getting into the fights with other players. In fact, I enjoy PvP a lot. I'm just not very good at it. So if I fly a Hawk, I can do 300 DPS at 50k. Oh, that sounds interesting. Okay. Well, I'll be looking at that. So this character is definitely getting there. I want to finish. I think before I go to the next step here, I got to finish Caldari Frigate. I got to do that anyway to get into any of the other specialized ships. And then I really want to finish missile projection and long-range targeting, and then you know, these, you know, guided missile precision, warhead upgrades, rocket specialization 5. I'm looking at, let's see, what, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 days to finish that. Yeah. 100 days to finish that. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how long it takes me to get into a Hawk and then continue on those. But I at least have to finish Frigate 5. Yeah, you know, I should finish my thermodynamics too, because my thermodynamics is only at 3 or 4. So I see we're at 243 people in chat right now, and so at 250 people, we'll do another drawing for 250 will draw for another Minotaur Bounty Hunter starter pack. We're almost there, almost there. So, and to get in on that is ! ticket space one ticket per gold. You can spend up to 1,000 gold, and so. I don't like this FPS jitter I've got a little bit here. Bothers me. It has to do with this. It has to do with these little wispy things in here. They are the cause. Yeah, or you can save your gold. Save your gold for items that that you want more. We will have in the future some more second decade editions, and then also I've got some of the stuff from second decade packs to give away. So a mystery code or two, an item code or two. The item codes have the golden the golden pod, the Genolution implant. Okay. Yeah, so Jythorn, and I'll be in touch. So I had planned to do stuff yesterday in that regards, and then, like, you know, lots of problems on the Reign of Kings server to be addressed, and I ended up spending hours on that. So that really sucked. Especially since it was like my day off. Just wanted to sit back and play games. Oh, and I shut my door. Let's see. I need to open up that door. Maybe I'll do it in a little bit. I need to be able to hear the doorbell whenever Moose gets here. No one else can add people to the whitelist in Roke right now, and I forgot to do it this morning, so I'll be doing it this afternoon and this evening. And so
Welcome to the Dragons.
anyway, yeah, get your stuff in there, and I'll do them a little later. I have somebody else that I'm gonna have help me out with it, but I haven't gotten him set up yet. The other person's in Europe, I believe, and so it'll be a nice, little bit different time zone support. So, okay, Moose is standing outside, peering through the window. Right. I know he's not here yet. If he is, he's way early, about an hour and a half early. But I told him he could show up early, so we'll see. And then we are going to. Oh, okay, we've hit our 250 viewers. We're going to do our drawing. And then Moose and I are going to do a show this afternoon together, and so we'll, make sure you're following so you get an alert, because we're going to go out to lunch, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to do some sort of show for a little bit. Not 100% sure what it'll be yet, but we're going to do something. And okay, so 250 viewers, last call, exclamation point, ticket space 1. I'm writing up the stuff right now. And once I've got it written up, then we'll draw on it. And I just got to keep scanning here. I'm in faction warfare, so I got to keep my eye on whether or not somebody's dropping in on me. About 30 seconds, between scans at the most. Some people think it's fine to go longer. I live more if I keep it at about 30 seconds between. Okay, message is all written up. And no, we're not going to In-N-Out Burger. We're going out for Mexican. Okay. Taking anyone in fleet? Nah, not right now. I'm just collecting some LP. So, in all actuality, the show's going to last for about another hour. And then Moose and I are going to go out for lunch. So when we come back, we're going to do something. I don't know what it is we're going to do yet. We're going to do something. So, and, okay. Let's see here. Okay, drawing. And, Pretty Control is the winner. Congratulations. Pretty Control. So, congratulations there, Pretty Control. I'm sending you Twitch mail right now. Check your mailbox. And so, that one is closed. It's in your mailbox. And we're going to do it again. So, we're going to draw this time at 300 viewers or 300 viewers or the end of the show. Exclamation point, ticket space 1. And you can get in on the next one. So, at 300 viewers or the end of the show, we shall draw. How long have I got left on this? So, 7 minutes. Well, Rage Flip, you can see it's not rigged. Yeah. We had a monster one on Saturday. I think there was 9,000 tickets in or something like that. And the guy who won bought 10 tickets. So, and there were several people that bought 1,000 and everything. So, it's just a numbers game. Eventually you'll win. And we've had a few people who have won multiple times. So Brian here won, I don't know, it was 5 times in a row or something like that, over a period of a day or two. And literally, he was the winner like 5 times in a row. And we told him to go out and buy a lottery ticket that day, a real lottery ticket, because the odds were pretty astronomical that that would happen. And so he did go out and buy a lottery ticket, but he didn't win anything off of it, which is too bad, because that would have been one hell of an epic story if he did.
Welcome, Elder Dragon.
Ooh, a sub.
So, you think you're worthy of being a Markee Dragon subscriber? Duke isn't so sure of that. Get in line with the other dragons and show me what you're made of. What are you waiting for? Get over there before I open a can of whoop ass.
All right, so thank you, Blink is here. Thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. As a thank you back, let me find you in the list here. Let's see here. Let's see here. For 7, I'm giving you 1,000 gold. You can do with it what you want. You can use that 1,000 gold even on this raffle that we have going on. And then everybody here in chat, shout out a thank you to Blink is here, because everybody gets 10 gold for him 7. So everybody give him a thank you. And so 263 of you just got 10 gold. So that's cool. Okay, so, and the what's gold? Blink is here. Blink, you know, I noticed that you just arrived at the show and you like subbed like immediately. I'm not so sure what drew you to sub like right away, but I do appreciate it. And since you're brand new here, maybe you've been just lurking for a long time without being logged in. So the gold is currency here in Twitch chat, and you can use it. You watch a lot, okay? So maybe you're just lurking. You can use it in Twitch chat to buy tickets for like the Mimitar Bounty Hunter Starter Pack that we're raffling off right now. And so use it like ! ticket space 1 would spend 1 of those gold on a ticket, or you can spend all 1,000. I don't recommend, spend it all. And then you earn, as a regular viewer, you earn 12 gold an hour just for being here while the show is live, being in chat more specifically, and then 24 gold an hour as a sub. And by the way, the money from subs and donations and everything goes toward betterment to the show. And when there's extra left over, I use it to buy whiskey. So, somebody the other day told me that he wanted to send me a bottle of whiskey, and I'm like, damn, I don't know who this person is, and I don't have a PO box or nothing, so I didn't give out my address, but I thought maybe I should go get a PO box. You can also gamble with the gold in chat, and so they do dungeon raids and stuff like that. So, and sometimes you come out of the dungeon with more gold, sometimes less. It all depends. Beard grooming services. There you go. I do go to the barber probably about every 4 to 6 weeks. But that's primarily to help me trim my mustache. It's the hardest part to trim and get it right, and if you make a mistake, all of you would see it. I've not been able to successfully trim that properly. So, the in-game show channel is live shows. Live shows is the in-game channel. LIVESHOWS. Yes, sometimes you end up crispy. Yes. So, those dragon raids can be pretty brutal. Also, as a sub, we have a few things that we do that are sub only and everything. We then also once a month I give all the subs an additional 1,000 gold just for being a sub.
Welcome to the Dragons.
So, Fustigate and the Tank Father, thank you for following. Welcome. And in fact, sometimes I even do things like name a ship or whatever after subs. And let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Let me hit my D-scan. Let's do it. So, subs only. Only subs can get in on this. All of you subs that are here, exclamation point name to get in the drawing to have me name this ship after you. Hopefully it does not go boom shortly after. This ship, so far, has earned about 230,000 LP without blowing up. Almost blew up earlier today, though. So, yeah, exclamation point name in chat, and that'll get you in on that. We'll draw here in a few minutes. And then I'm going to name the ship after one of you. And hopefully that brings me good luck. We'll find out, huh? We shall see. Right now, just been making the money. That's what I've been doing so far today. So I'll finish this off in a couple of minutes. Then we'll draw on renaming the ship, and then let's see here. This will bring me up over 250,000 LP that I've earned with this ship in 3 days, and the ship is basically it's worth 5 million at best. This is an LP generating machine. Do I have a guild or whatever? Yes. In Corp, I'm a member of the Hogs Collective, which you can join the Air Hogs. So if you are playing, and so yeah, and in fact, we showed one time, we did a thing where we showed that we could a 30-minute-old character. I was able to get him to earn 35 million an hour worth of LP. So, you don't have to, as a brand new character, you can still earn. And you don't have to be as skilled as this character, although I've been focusing on this character, and now he's getting almost to the top of his skills in everything. And so it's been pretty good. Yeah, look at Eve University. That's another good place. Air Hogs, Eve University, or whatever works for you. No offense taken, guys. So don't worry about that. I'm friendly with everybody. Okay, got money. Woohoo! Let's see. And should be another 30,000. Yep. So that puts me up to 260,000 in here.
Warp drive.
And not bad. 260,000 LP, I'll be able to turn into 520 million. ISK. On a good day. Which I can just wait for those good days. Or on a bad day... Let me see here. On a bad day, I'll turn it into 390 million.
Welcome.
That's
to the Dragons.
1,500 ISK per LP. Okay, so last call, subs, exclamation point, name. I'm going to name the ship after you, and hopefully it brings me good luck. So, we shall see. Anyway, I am going to step away for just a second, and I'll be right back, and then we'll draw on that. So, we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Dragons.